Washington Park. P.T. Barnum owned it. He owned a well nearby, and back in his day, people could either go to the well or they can buy the water off him instead. It's a Sunday. It's supposed to get a nice snowstorm today. Today is actually December 1st. We're almost into winter based on the calendar, of course. And the ground's wet because we had a little tiny sprinkles, but they melted. But we're getting some snow later where we're getting accumulation. Obviously, P.T. Barnum owned all these houses around here. You can see they're all old style as well. He owned 3/4 of Bridgeport. So every house you're looking at, everything, even the street we're driving on, he owned it. One man. And like today's million and billionaires, he was not stingy and didn't hold all his money to himself. He gave to a lot of charities in the area and supported a lot of people. We're in the historic downtown of Bridgeport, Connecticut. I was born in Bridgeport, Connecticut. This is the town we were just filming a few moments ago that we told you P.T. Barnum owned 3/4 of the town. Or it's actually a city because there's so many people here it is considered a city. I'm going to tell you about the Barnum Museum that we're going to be coming up on. I don't know if he's filming yet or not, but...
Go to my circus tent like hogs on a train.
And you can see in the distance coming up, the crest, if that's what it's called, or the top of the Barnum Museum. It's the orange building coming up with the pointy things on it. With the, it looks like, what is that, an eagle or something? Look at that, man. It's got a big old bird on top of it, which is crazy that you notice new things every time you come here. Now, here's the crazy thing I told you your jaw was going to drop. On the left is a huge building with banks and stuff in it. There's a People's Bank. Now, they wanted to knock down this museum. And guess what? You can't knock down a historical building. They could not knock this down. They had to build this white building around the museum because they wanted to try to knock it down, and they cannot knock this down. We're going to pull over for a minute and we're going to get some filmage right in front of it. That was Bridgeport's finest that just went by us. I was going to pay to park here, but I forgot. It's free on the weekends. Who would have thunk? Oh my God, this is the Barnum Museum. P.T. Barnum's famous museum. Oh my God, I wonder if they're not open today. Here's everything up close. You seen it while we were driving by? Now check all this out. The man, the myth, the legend. Still to this day, from the 1800s, still people talk about him to this day. Let's check out the rest of the billboard. Something big is coming. Always hyping it up. There's this famous elephant. Look at the old time people, the old time hats. Awesome. And there's the curtain. Everyone has their final curtain someday, and this is the final curtain, my friend. But something big is happening, because even though I am related to P.T. Barnum, the greatest showman on earth, I must carry on the tradition because it's in my blood. The greatest book on earth is called Move Over Shakespeare, Tales from the Beard. It has phenomenal poems in it. It has circus clowns, oddities, all kinds of fantastical stories that you could never imagine. And you, my friend, need to go on Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, BooksAMaine.com, or all over the world, and it's being sold there. Get your copy today. The greatest next showman on earth, promoting the greatest book on earth. Come in, my friends. The show is about to begin. Come in, my friend. Hurry! The show's about to begin. Can't you see? We have General Tom Thumb here. P.T. Barnum's most famous attraction, and the man himself. Come, my friends, the show's about to begin. The entrance is this way. The entrance is this way. Come, my friends, the show's about to begin. Come, my friend. That's an awesome picture. You caught me taking a photo of the famous General Tom Thumb and my second great grandfather, P.T. Barnum. I'm not the only one. Today's Sunday. It's quiet around here on Sunday, but wait till tomorrow, Monday, when everybody's hustling and bustling. Everyone will be lined up here with their phones as well, taking photos of the famous P.T. Barnum and the even more famous General Tom Thumb, or just as equally famous. Did you know that P.T. Barnum in his lifetime, for his museum, this is one, but he had many museums in New York and all over the world, in London, he sold 80 million tickets in his lifetime. See if any band or anybody around these days could match that accomplishment. Never. And he's still selling tickets to this museum to this day, so we haven't even added that up. And did you know also that 20 million of his tickets were sold for his attraction, General Tom Thumb? 1/4 of his tickets were sold for people who were dying to come in and get a glimpse at General Tom Thumb. Pretty awesome. That's not one of the baddest lines you've ever seen in your life. Look at that detail and intricacy. As ye go through the pearly gates, we will stop and pause to take a look at the pearly gates. This, my friends, is Seaside Park. At the beginning there used to be a house called Iran Stand. If you read about it in books, you'll know that that was one of his most famous houses in the world in Bridgeport here. Soon we are going to see the statue of the famous P.T. Barnum sitting, looking over the ocean and awaiting his barges to come in. He owned a barging company back in the 1800s. He used to sit out here and look over the water, waiting for his barges to come in. You can see the beautiful seaside, even though it's an overcast day, still have beautiful seaside. We're gonna get out and check this out. Come, my friends, let's check this awesome monument out. This is the Amphitheater. As you can see by the huge lawn, they have many big concerts in the summer there now. In a moment, P.T. Barnum perched upon his chair, overlooking the water. Still looking for those barges and waiting for them to come back in from London. Because he used to have the barges go to Europe, bring goods there, and then bring back goods to America. And I'll show you where he used to sit. To commemorate where he used to sit, here it is. It's coming up right here. And there he goes, Mr. Phineas Taylor Barnum himself, in Bridgeport, Connecticut, Seaside Park, perched upon his chair with an awesome throne and pedestal. He was so beloved in Bridgeport, Connecticut, that they put him upon a pedestal. And to commemorate him, his year of birth is on there, 1810. And his year of death, 1891. And then it says something in a different language, probably Latin or something that I cannot understand. But there he goes, in all his glory. The city cleaned him up. There was so much bird poop on him at one time, he was white as a ghost. Now he's restored to his original color. Mr. Phineas Taylor Barnum, 1810 to 1891. Some people say he lived at least 10 lifetimes in his one lifetime. All the adventures, all the stuff he did, he lived. Through my book, Move Over State Shakespeare, Tales from the Baron, I hope I live well beyond my years, just like he lives well beyond his years. Faster than a speeding bullet.